I'm not going first.
I'll go first.
Aelin steps forward and says,
Crossblade gets to his...
Death can't take heroes. Aelin draws blade, gets stuck in a sheath. Aelin does step forward and he says, I can go forward first.
Yeah, but you don't want to go through the door.
You are our rear guard. We really need you back there.
In the distance,
No, I'm thinking at this point it might be a good idea to let him go.
Wow,
in.
you're going to sacrifice your brother.
in the distance, down the hallway, you actually do see that in the back of the room there's some sort of a set of stairs that lead up to some sort of an altar. And there are two figures standing up at the top of it, and of those two figures, one of them turns at the front that both Mom and Aelin recognize as Etrian, their youngest brother.
Number 10 is?
Number 10, yeah.
Okay.
Aelin spots his younger brother, and he says, "My brother!" And he says, "Don't worry, sister, I shall save him." And he bursts forward and bolts towards the room.
That's just good.
Oh dear.
Hey, kitty, watch this.
He recklessly charges into the room, calling after his brother. And at this point, what do you want to do?
Well, we can't... Is he already too far for us to stop?
He's too far.
Should we shoot him in the knee?
Wow.
Well, that would stop him.
Or do you want to charge in after him?
Does my other brother, does he look odd?
You're too far away to really tell what's going on, but you do recognize him.
What's he wearing?
He's wearing like a just finery noble clothing with a cloak on his back.
Kind of what he was wearing
Aelin-
when he when he
Yep.
disappeared.
And who's the other character?
We don't know.
Some sort of shadowy black-robed figure.
I'm sure it's Jared, probably.
Yeah.
Jared's the whole... Trips the sword, flies through the air, and lands on the floor. Oh, I was hoping it was going to fly through the air and kill the dark figure. Come on, now.
Alright, what do you want to do?
He's your brother. You decide. Do you want to go after him, or do you want to see if he explodes into a fine red mist?
How do we find out if he'll do that?
We sit back and watch. Preferably with popcorn. I'm sure the cat would love to know what's going to happen. Is he sitting on my shoulder at this point?
Nah, he's in your pack.
Oh, it'd be cool if he was on my shoulder.
What do you want to do?
Is there a way for me to talk to him and persuade him to tell me what's going on?
Your
Etrian?
younger brother or your older brother?
My younger brother.
You would need to go into the room. Are you ready? Are you prepared to enter the room?
Yeah.
Alright.
I guess the rest of us will back her up. Or I will, at least. I don't know about these two.
Amy?
Yeah, I'll get in there.
Sweetheart.
Okay, so now that you've actually gotten to enter the room, you can see, oh, this is going to be terrible, but it is what it is. Yeah, pentagram!
Oh God.
Amy's dying inside.
Pentagram of doom.
Don't even touch the edges of the circle.
It's a it's the pentagram of doom. I don't
Did any of
have...
us happen to have any salt with us?
I don't really have the minis for this,
They're not witches.
but we'll use that. And
Oh no, baby skeletons.
They're squirrels.
So there's all these other characters in the room as well?
yes. So, this room is much more massive than the rest of the crypt, and you're really not sure what the purpose is inside of this crypt for such a large one within the mausoleum. However, whatever it had been used for previously has definitely lost its intent, like whatever it was being used for before. The room is now being used for some sort of a devilish ritual. To the south, you spot the 6 noblewomen that probably had been kidnapped. They are all tied to a stone pillar with ropes around their throats right now. Thick, heavy ropes around their throats. They're not choking, but it's restraining them. The majority of them they're kind of leaned against the pillar. Their hands are in their, their heads are in their hands. They've clearly been crying, distraught. One of them's rocking back and forth. They are completely terrified and upset.
Where's the babies?
As you look into the center of the room, you spot that a pentagram star has been carved within the stone floor, and within the grooves are basically rivulets of blood, and at each point of the 5 sections of the star, there is an infant corpse, as well with a center infant, also a corpse. So the babies have all been sacrificed and killed.
Dead babies.
Yeah. Aelin, who's in the room at this point, he is off to the north side a little bit. He has turned and he's vomiting. I mean, he's clearly realized this is no longer a fun and exciting adventure. But he has drawn his sword and he yells at Atrin and he says, "Why, brother? Why?" Just with passion in his voice, more so than you had thought he'd been jokey and fun with at first, but now he's very clearly serious and realizes that this is not just a fun adventure. Further back in the room, you do spot Etrian standing up at the altar, and at the altar there is a crystal orb that is hovering above the platform. It's just floating there, and that's the thing that's actually pulsating the energy.
You said it's up here.
Yes, it's on that altar in between the two of them.
Okay.
Behind the altar stands the black-robed older dwarf figure, and the dwarf is chanting and motioning with his hands around the orb on the altar. But he does stop and as he notices the party kind of entering into the room. He narrows his eyes and kind of looks at the group and says, "Atrian, you need to take care of this foolishness. We cannot be stopped." And Etrian kind of turns to the group and regards and looks at all of you. So, if you wanted to...
With any recognition?
Yeah, he looks at you. He looks at Aelin and he says, "You should leave, brother. This is not for you anymore." And then he looks at you and he says, "Oh good, the bitch is here."
Ooh. That's what you get for holding him down and beating him up when he was little.
And what do you mean by that, brother?
Mother and father never regarded me as important after you were born. I was the youngest of 4 boys, and then you showed up.
Ooh.
And you saved us from a flood. Good for you.
Good for you.
Good for you.
Aelin's the oldest. He gets the fucking house. What do I get? A stupid beekeeping hut.
Wouldn't it be like so ironic if I created water and drowned my brother and the necromancer, and then some of you guys can come up and smash the silver orb?
Well, that escalated quickly.
Escalated quickly. Etrian basically looks to you and says, "I'm done with this fucking this place, this capital. Well, not capital, this city. You realize this whole political structure is just like the Dwelf Kingdom 100 years ago? We're getting too big for our britches. So maybe we need a change, just like the Dwelfs did."
But the dwells were destroyed. We have to stop this. We have to stop this.
Etrian turns to the north side of the room where you notice the mishmash hodgepodge of corpses sewn together of 2 humans and a half-orc. And Etrian says, "Arise, my pet." And the giant fleshy golem stands up and starts shambling towards you. An initiative.
You weren't very persuasive.
I feel like if you told your brother you loved him, this might have been...
Yeah, instead of trying to drown him.
Well, he's not fucking around here. I don't know what to do. Can I heal him somehow?
Lord?
His mental
13.
illness.
Amy?
What are we rolling
10.
for?
Initiative. So it's +3 for your d20. AW?
14. Roll a d20.
16.
+3.
So 19.
Okay, now does that mean that we're strong and...
It just determines the order we go in.
Oh.
We're about to start fight. This is the golem that he was talking about.
Yeah.
So this is the 2 humans and the half-orc. Obviously dead, but
Right.
Reanimated.
But he's reanimated.
correct. So that's who we're going to be attacking first, I assume.
Alright. So Etrian, after gesturing at the fleshy, golemy mass, turns back to the altar and he starts chanting and casting a spell that causes a purple translucent bubble to emerge just around this area right here. So just around this area here. And in the meantime, the fleshy golemy mass walks towards Aelin and takes a swing at him.
Well, I have to defend my brother.
Just like you tried to defend the other one.
Well, the other one has clearly lost his mind.
So the flesh golem, I mean, he's huge. He's probably 7-8 foot tall. Necromantic type creature. Of
Well, I
corpses sewn
have a
together.
longbow and I'm
Yeah.
here.
Well-
Can I shoot him?
You're gonna when it's your turn.
Oh.
So the huge flesh golem mass basically just takes his arm and sweeps it towards Aelin. Aelin brings up his sword in an attempt to block it and parry it, but the strength of the beast is just so great that it tosses Aelin across the floor over to here and knocks him prone. He doesn't... and you can see him kind of moving slightly, so he's not unconscious, and he's not, but he clearly, this is no match for him. So at this point, it is now Mom's turn. You were first.
What would happen if I used poison spray on this guy?
It is also an undead creature, which would be immune to poison.
The golem is undead?
So
Yeah.
what if I use the... What is that?
Shall
Yeah,
Yeah, so if you wanted to enchant your staff
and attack him?
to be able to attack him, yeah.
That's what I want to do.
Or don't forget you still have 1 use of lion left.
Oh, that's right.
I figured you'd forgotten, so I wanted to remind you. And I assume you get better. She gets better stats when she's on lion.
She'd probably do more.
Yeah.
She's
Okay, I want to turn into a lion.
to a lion. Alright.
Maybe I'm a lion.
You morph into a lion, and then what do you want to do? You want to just go swipe at him?
No,
I
you
wanna-
plot armor didn't protect you.
Plot
Plot armor didn't
protect you.
Actually, I think I want to do leap on him.
So that would require you to move 20 feet, I believe, in order to actually do it in a straight line. So unfortunately, he's not far away enough for you to do that.
Because you need a running jump.
Yeah.
You're only 15, according to my counting.
So
10, actually.
then I guess I just want to go at him balls to the wall and bite him.
Balls to the wall.
You heard it here first,
Yeah,
stream.
you heard it here first.
My mother
Going balls to the wall.
going balls to the wall.
All right, go ahead and move in. And you can roll your attack now. Yeah, that's not where you are, but okay. All right, so you want to swing your claws or take a bite at him?
I want to bite him.
All
I
right,
want
go
to
ahead.
do some serious damage.
Make your roll.
I'm gonna stand up for this.
This isn't Vegas.
Is that the right die? Oh, it is.
Is that 18?
18. Jesus.
18.
Wow, that's that'll hit. So you're biting him.
Yes.
The D8,
It's the blue one.
and that's +6, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
Or sorry, +3.
Oh,
Jesus,
max damage.
Yes.
All right, so you deal 11 damage to him. So, I mean, this fleshy giant creature is a little unwieldy. Even as you're lying, it towers over you massively.
Right.
You take a chunk out of the side of its leg, hoping that you can try to hamstring it or something, but it doesn't seem to phase it. So, kind of keeps on going.
You still did 11
You
damage.
still did a fair amount of damage
Yeah,
there.
you did max damage. That's good.
After that is a W.
All right. So, can I take a bonus action and talk to the cat? Would you allow that?
You get 6 seconds. You could probably ask it one thing.
Okay. Can we breach the barrier?
Cat says,
Throw the cat at the barrier.
Yeah, I was wondering if we shouldn't try something like that with the cat. He's clearly
"What's the rest of your turn
magical.
gonna be?"
I don't want to throw the kitty. I like the kitty.
It's not very nice.
And that's why I like him. He's a cynic.
Well, maybe he could use his cynical ass to do something about that problem up there. Because I'm a lion right now, and I don't think I can use magic.
I feel like we take down the mages, we take down the beast.
Obviously.
So that we should be focused over here.
That's my thought. We need someone to tank the beast. We have you two. My concern is how do Morgan and I get through the barrier? I mean, I can try and shoot an arrow through it, and I'm sure it will either just bounce off or disintegrate immediately. I don't have any magic. You do, but you don't have like anything too crazy.
But the cat is some kind of magic.
He is. I could throw him, I suppose.
Throw the cat.
Really?
Yeah.
But what if he gets angry at me?
What's he gonna do? He's done nothing so far.
You're not in a great situation.
I like
here.
the kitty!
I don't think the cat is your biggest problem.
I'm gonna throw the cat at the barrier.
Okay.
What are we going for this? Are we just doing dexterity?
Dexterity, yeah.
Okay. Acrobatics or just straight dex?
Just dex.
Okay. Well, I got a 1, so we're gonna reroll. No. That's my trait because of I'm a halfling. I get to if I roll a 1, I get to redo it once. If I roll a 1 again,
We're screwed.
we're screwed. But 14 plus.
Thank
What are we
God.
going for?
Dexterity.
Dexterity. So 18.
So 18.
Yeah.
All right.
Go,
So,
kitty!
You pull the cat out of your pack and start to wind back to throw it, and the cat goes, "What the fuck are you doing?"
So are we gonna have a quick conversation here?
Depends. Are you gonna continue throwing him, or are you going to? He's basically come to life in your hand now, so you're chucking it.
A cat.
Oh.
I got him by the scruff, and I'm like,
So you have the option to continue attempting to throw him, or relinquish that action.
Can you just say to the cat, please help us, and then chuck him?
What are you gonna do?
I have to get through that barrier.
Okay, are you gonna throw the cat? Throw the
There's
cat.
6 dead babies. We gotta stop
There's 6
this.
dead babies. I lick the kitty? What? I'm confused. Why would I lick the kitty? I didn't say
I'm just
that.
gonna throw the
like
cat.
kitty.
I like the kitty.
Oh, I like the
Oh,
kitty. Oh,
I can fix it later. Anyways,
What are you decide.
should I relinquish my turn and tell him what I was going to do? He's an actual cat now. How big is he though? He's still.
It's
He's
a,
a
it's a,
magical
it's a
still-
kitten. It's basically a kitten.
Aww.
I can't
It's
throw
a
the
magical
kitten.
cat.
What?
It's a magical cat.
Yes.
Do you have magic?
No.
Does the cat have magic?
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's throw the magic at the magic and see what happens.
Just because it looks like a kitten doesn't mean anything. I'm currently a lion. That doesn't.
I'll throw him.
This is the worst decision I've ever made. I know this is the wrong decision.
Throw the cat.
I'm throwing the cat at the barrier.
The magic wall.
This is such a dumb idea. I hate all of you.
What other thing is there for us to do?
I don't know. Beg him to help me?
Well, then why didn't you say that?
Because you guys want me to throw the cat.
Well, beg him
Tell
to
him
help
that
you. Either help us or I'm throwing. I don't know.
All right,
You're
fine.
the one that's fucking with the cat.
You have to help us, or I'm throwing you at the barrier. I relinquish my.
You relinquish.
I relinquish. Okay, Yes, I relinquish it.
All right. The cat says, "I can't get through that fucking barrier. I swear to God, if you throw me, I'm gonna fucking maul the shit out of you." It hops off of your hand onto the ground and scampers towards the flesh golem. It doesn't do anything yet, but it
scampers towards the
it
flesh.
scampers towards the flesh golem.
All right. So that's my turn.
I wonder if you could like mess up that pentagram somehow.
Yeah, I was kind of wondering about that too. Maybe because you said there's
Morg and then Amy.
on the pentagram. You said there's grooves
babies at each.
with blood.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then there's babies at each point.
There's
So
more.
if we were to sweep the babies aside, and or
Yeah.
Throw the water at the pentagram.
because the pentagram is made out of grooves,
Throw
right?
the water.
So
Can
the
I
blood
throw
is-
the water? Can I unlion and then throw the water?
Well, it's not your turn, but it is first Morg's turn. Morg?
Hunter's mark on the golem.
Okay.
Does it count that my extra favored enemy is human?
Ah.
Yeah. Sure.
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 Quote: I'm throwing the cat at the barrier.
So you throw your mom's shit out of you.
I'm still not sure you shouldn't throw that cat at the
Well, I
barrier.
can't now. You fucking.
Easy go.
Alright, so Hunter's mark.
Okay.
I do get the favored enemy.
Mm-hmm.
It is injured, right? Because she hit him.
That is
Yeah.
true. So you're
So then I
Colossal
also
Slayer.
get...
I forgot she
Or
had
Colossus
Colossus.
Slayer,
Colossus.
yeah.
I did too, actually.
Since it's damage. Yeah, I forgot about that.
That's yeah.
That'll be helpful. What is that, an
That's-
extra 1d8?
Yeah.
Jeez. That'll be a
Jesus
lot of
Christ,
damage.
seriously?
That'll be a lot of damage.
Okay. So here's how
I thought it was
I'm
6.
fucking miss.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought Colossus was 6. Is it really 8?
Oh man.
What?
She rolled 2.
Oh my god.
Plus what?
8.
It's a 10. It is.
Dude.
You
It
hit.
is.
You
I hit?
Yeah.
Yes. It's
Holy
a
crap.
massive, slow, shambling golem.
I literally take the arrow from the bow and I throw it. Alright,
Nah.
so I have 1d8. I have 6 for the...
For the hunter's mark, and then another 1d8 for
another
the.
1d8. Is this an 8 or is that a 10? It looks like a 10.
It's a 10. There's one in.
There
I
it is.
think that's one.
Alright. Plus 4. 6, 10, 16, 20.
Wow.
20.
Alright, yeah, your arrow sails through the air and sinks right into his thick, bulbous neck. And it definitely sticks, but he reaches up and he snaps the shaft off and tosses it and keeps moving. I think it's Amy? Amy.
I'll protect you.
I was
how
gonna
much did
say
my favored enemy do?
Technically it doesn't do damage,
Oh,
but
it just
it
increases
gives
the
you-
hit.
Technically it doesn't do that either, but
Has more damage been done to him? Is it possible for
We're
Amy to-
doing damage. We've
Yeah,
now
it's-
done 31 points of damage.
I'm gonna use Divine Smite on him
okay.
if I hit.
Good thing we saved that.
What? We're gonna
You
use
have
that
your
11.
You have that 11 now, so the 11 does hit
Okay.
because it's like 16 or 17. So yeah.
So 2d6 for my great sword, and then 3d8 for Divine Smite.
Holy shit!
Seriously?
Divine
Because it's-
Smite is 3d8
It's
damage?
2d8, but if it's undead, you get another 1d8.
Oh, okay. I said, God damn.
Oh, you've got. Okay.
I have
And then there's, unless you want the red one.
No. I've used those before. They like them.
Fucking hand me
The 8 side's actually been pretty good to me. I don't like the D20 though.
That's a D6. Is that a 1?
1, 2. 12.
So hang on, you get to reroll 1s on 6s, remember? Because you're great weapon fighting?
Oh.
Don't you remember 1s and 2s you get to reroll?
Cool.
Nope, I didn't.
Do it.
I apparently didn't write that down.
Well, I think that was just on your D6s, but okay.
Oh, only D6s?
I think it was just your D6s, but...
Okay, so that
Yeah,
was
your weapon damage, right?
Oh, yeah. Well, whatever. Okay. 24.
24 total. Did you add your strength too?
Yeah.
Come on, he's got to be dead.
You'd think that, wouldn't you? But he's already dead. He's undead! Oh!
But he should be re-dead.
Re-dead. I don't think that's how it works.
Well, Catzi, she pulls her blade and just gives him a little kiss. It just says, yeah, here we go. I'm gonna fuck this bitch up. Your blade glows a brilliant white, imbued with your holy energy, and you just fucking slam that straight into the chest of the
I can do that
golem.
2 more times.
Oh, nice.
Jesus. So, I mean, he's a little bit bigger than you, so you're basically just right up here, and you yank down on it hard to basically carve open his chest cavity.
And the orc pops out.
Surprise!
Don't help him.
Sorry.
You yank free your sword, expecting it to just topple over, but all that happens is just some of the entrails start leaking out and spilling onto the floor. And it's its turn. But before that happens, Etrian and the dwarf at the altar are standing and chanting at this crystal ball. The crystal ball suddenly flies out from the altar and shoots out into the center of the room, hovering over the pentagram in the center of the room. In the center of the room, the circle basically engulfs in fire and erupts in a pillar of flames that fires up. Amy, you feel right behind you the heat across your back, and you take a few steps forward to get away from it because it's fucking hot and it's scorching.
Is it my turn? Is it my turn?
No.
Okay. The flesh golem reaches down and tries to grab a hold of the lion on the ground. So, Mother, I need you to roll an opposing either acrobatics or athletics.
Look at strength and dexterity. That's why they find them.
Probably not going to make that.
I don't have anything on strength. 3 on dexterity.
Yeah,
17.
so 3 is... Yeah, so roll your d20 and add a 3 to that.
Don't forget the cat.
I know. Actually, that's pretty good.
That is good.
That was really good. Let me just
19?
see what his bonus is. 19, you said?
Is this 16?
Let's see.
Plus 3?
Yeah, that's 16.
19 altogether.
So the flesh golem reaches down to grab a hold of the lioness, that is. The lioness leaps off to the side, dodges, takes a swipe, trying to knock the arm of the flesh golem away. The flesh golem's arm moves away, but he turns with his other arm and then grabs a hold of the scruff of the lion's neck, picks it up, and then just starts squeezing.
I seem to have issues here.
Mom, you take 8 points of damage. So, basically the flesh golem is bear hugging the shit out of you right
So
now.
I
Now-
have to
Okay.
minus 8 points from 21?
Actually, no, you're going to be back. She should be back at full.
She's not. We haven't rested.
In the time between when we walked from the graves
No,
to
you
the...
actually have to take a rest.
Alright.
So I'm at 13?
When she loses all her hit points in beast form, she pops out and goes to human form and has the HP from her human form.
Seriously?
She effectively has like 40 some odd HP right now.
Jesus Christ.
What now? What is this guy? Is something good
Yeah, it's
happening?
very good for you. Yes.
Okay, so
Is
first
something
I have
good happening?
You take 8 points of damage from your 21.
And now do I get to do something?
Now you are grappled by the flesh golem. So at this point, you need to try and break free from the grapple because he's just basically holding on to you. And
Am I a human or lion?
you're currently a lion right now.
Okay.
So you can try to break free using your athletics skill, or you can try to break free using your dexterity skill.
Well, not FO.
I think you have the +3 in the
athletics.
dexterity, which is the superior skill for you.
Yeah. Okay, so I do I have to roll again?
Yep, you want to try and break the grapple, essentially. I mean, that's kind of up to you. You can just bite him. If you want to try and bite him, you can do that.
Yeah, but I don't think that's gonna make any difference. I think I have to get away from him so I can do something over here.
And you can certainly do that. Go ahead and roll to break the grapple.
13 plus 3, 16.
So he's bear hugging you, and you're kind of just taking your claws and just digging into his chest, trying to fucking push off from him. And you manage to actually, snap a tendon in one of his arms that releases the arm, and you push yourself off and land back on the floor.
Yes.
I'll call that your move, so if you wanted to do something else, I'd let you go ahead and do that.
I want to create water and throw it all over the
It's-
flaming pillar and the... I can't do
It
that?
won't, you can, but it won't work.
Why?
Because it's not like alchemist fire, it's magical baby flame.
It's magical baby flame.
It's magical baby flame.
But we discussed the blood and the water would wash the blood away. Maybe that would stop the magical fire. What else are we going to do?
You can do what you want, it's your character.
What do you want to try and do?
If you want to wait until you're out of, because you can't jump back into lion form.
Yeah.
So if
That's
you want to
correct.
do your lion thing and then wait as long as you can.
At this point, since Amy is engaged with the enemy, you actually have advantage on your attack roll.
You mean you think I should attack the golem again?
I'm just saying you can attack the golem, and you would have advantage on that because of pack tactics. So whenever another of your allies is fighting something that you're attacking, you get advantage.
It's magical baby fire.
Kate says hi,
Yep.
boys, Mom. Say hi, Kate.
So, what do you want to do? Do you want to do you want to leave your lion form and cast water to see if that does anything, or do you want to try to maul the shit out of the flesh?
Maybe we can maul the shit out of the golem. So do I do this?
If you're D20.
What's up, Cake? How you
Oh,
doing, dude?
19!
Nice.
Plus 3!
I think it's +5, but yeah.
Oh, 5! That's better!
So yes, you definitely do hit the enemy. Go ahead and roll your damage. So you're biting him.
Is this what I'm
It's
supposed
the
to
1d8, yeah.
8!
Holy shit.
8!
It's like the second time in a row she's rolled
Max damage.
Bastard!
+3, so it's another 11 damage, I think.
Yes.
Alright. So, Mom drops to the ground, and then she immediately lunges forward and takes a bite out of the same ankle that she had bit before, trying to disable its movement. As she bites into the flesh, the stitches that is holding the leg to the waist gives way, and she tears the leg off.
Yes!
And the flesh golem topples against the side of the wall.
Oh, good.
And so he's just he's kind of on one leg with one arm kind of holding himself up.
Say, how come it can't topple into the magical baby flame?
Seriously, that would be better.
It's at this point that the tiny little onyx cat figurine that is kind of standing... it's kind of standing between
Say hi to Kate. Say hi to Kate.
Mother and Catzi.
Hi, Cake.
The little cat figurine kind of glances back at Robert. It looks a little pissed, and its eyes start to sparkle a dark red, and then it turns and fires laser fire eyes at the golem.
Whoa!
Magical kitty fire.
That might help us with the magical baby fire.
Holy shit, what? Are you serious? 4d6?
What is he doing?
Because he's the DM, he has to roll for.
Alright.
There isn't predetermined. Nothing is predetermined.
No, I know, but why does he get all those dice?
Because that's how he set it up.
So Laser Cat.
Laser Cat.
Just fired fire lasers from his eyes on the ground, and incinerates the entire right half of the golem, forcing it to topple to the ground. It twitches a couple of times and it starts moving forward onto the ground, barely up, but it's definitely still up. The figurine turns around and gallops up to you, climbs up the side of you, and climbs into your pack and says, "Don't fucking bother me anymore."
All right.
Okay, clearly we've pushed the cat as far as the cat's gonna go.
Yeah, I don't think I should try and throw the cat at the barrier again. It's probably not going to go well if I do that.
So the golem is still flopping around on the ground, trying to take a swing at either Catzi or Mom. AW, you are up at this point.
There's no way I can... I was going to say if it was Catzi's turn, maybe she could fucking throw it into the flame or something like that, but I'm a halfling. There's no goddamn way I can... I would have to be a halfling with plus 20 strength in order to throw that in there. So it's still flailing around.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it has much energy left in it.
Much steam left.
Yeah.
So we still got this magical barrier up, right?
Yeah, there is a barrier up, and there's a fiery fucking pillar.
Baby
right
fire.
in front of me. Yeah, baby fire.
Here's a morbid question. Can we see the babies?
No.
They are engulfed.
It's completely engulfed in the inferno.
I was gonna say, can I shoot one of the babies to knock it out of the... What? It breaks the pentagram!
The
Yeah.
mothers are right there.
Yeah.
Well, the babies are on fire at this point.
Those mothers have major PTSD.
Maybe we can throw the mothers in the magical baby flame and...
Oh, I don't think that's...
They're just poor, not commoners, noble women.
Noble
just
women.
Innocent civilians.
Oh my god.
What are we gonna do to the flesh golem?
Is my younger brother facing me at all, or facing us at all?
Etrian and the Dwelf are facing each other right now at the altar.
They're casting that spell.
So they're casting some sort of a spell.
What can we do to break my brother away, his concentration away from the bad?
I feel like you
Well.
think he's being mind controlled. He just really hates you. Okay?
He
really
supplied the
doesn't
honey.
like you.
that was used for the charm spells.
But maybe he's being controlled.
I don't think so. I'm pretty sure no.
What's
Anyways,
it gonna be, AW?
I can't get through that. Well, okay. To be fair, I haven't tried to get through the barrier yet. Whose turn is it after mine? Is it Catzi's?
After your turn is Morg's.
Morg.
What am I mean for?
Well, you've got the bonuses towards the golem. I was thinking about just trying to shoot through the barrier just to see what happens. We have no idea what's going to happen. No one's tried to do anything to the barrier yet.
No, that's true.
No. As the fight has been kind of going on, you've noticed that the orb, which is now hovering over the
You
center,
can shoot the orb.
Yeah.
Oh,
it is
right.
pulsating. It's pulsating quicker and heavier to the point of where you feel the force.
So it's in the flame right now?
It is in the flame. It is outside of the barrier.
Is it targetable?
It is targetable, yes.
Okay.
So
Let's
you shoot it.
let's target the orb then.
Okay.
I'll plug in your phone in a sec, baby. Let's see.
Well, I didn't ask you. I just put it down.
19 plus
That'll definitely hit.
6.
Okay, go ahead and roll me damage.
4. Not much, but...
All right,
oh, wait,
so-
4 plus 4.
4
8.
plus 4, 8 damage. Alright, so your arrow starts flying towards the orb, and the pulses, you can tell, are fucking with the trajectory of your arrow. You still manage to hit it, but it nicks it at the bottom. You notice that the orb cracks where it has been struck.
Okay.
After that is Amy. Sorry, Morg.
Okay.
What is it? What would you like me to do?
I think we should attack the orb some more.
Okay. Hunter's Mark on the orb. It's damaged.
It's not really a creature, so...
I was gonna say, I don't know.
No.
As much as I want to win the fight, I think I have to
Isn't it
agree.
I'm gonna call
creature thing.
no on that.
Alright.
It has to be a
Still damaged.
creature and
So-
not- How do we know that orb thing isn't have some?
It's not the Onyx Cat.
It's a magical device of some sort.
So
It's
you
not
roll your
living.
d20.
So
You wanna
she
shoot the orb?
doesn't get anything special against it. Is that what you're saying?
Well, not a hunter's
Not
mark.
a hunter's mark. Not additional damage against it.
16.
Total?
Yeah.
Yes, that will hit.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll me damage.
Do I get Colossus?
You do
Slayer?
not. It is not a creature.
It's amazing.
So you get your 1d8 plus 4, I think.
3.
7.
7 damage. Alright. So you notice that AW's arrow trajectory was fucked up by the pulse. So you kind of wait in between the pulses to launch your arrow. So your strike's more true. And it hits it dead center. And your arrow actually sticks in it and cracks just hairline fractures just explode out on it. And you notice that Etrian and the Dwelf Mage in the back, their concentration is broken. The barrier around them is still up, but they both turn to look at the orb that has been damaged and impacted at this point. They look pissed. At this point, I think it's Amy's turn. Amy.
Okay. I'm gonna murder that golem.
Okay.
Is he still alive?
I don't know if I want to use
The golem?
It's
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's kind of trying to swing its arms on the floor. It's swimming.
swimming.
Okay. So we probably do need to kill him.
It's not dead yet. Yeah, no, it's still up. So you want to attack it, honey? You
I
get
wonder-
advantage on it because it is prone currently.
curb stomp it.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna do Divine Smite.
No divine smite. Okay.
16?
So you do have advantage, so you get to roll a second time to see if you have a higher roll.
Crit, crit. Nope, 10 again.
Yeah, you still hit it though, so go ahead and do your damage.
Uh, 10.
10 damage. Okay.
That's good, right?
It's yeah. I mean, it depends on how much HP
All
it's
right.
got.
So laser cats seem to have really put a fucking damper on this creature, combined with your divine smite. So it's barely hanging on. You're very easily able to kind of walk up to it and bring your sword up and just plunge it right into the skull. And it twitches once or twice after your blade has gone through it caved in its skull, and it stops moving. So the creature has died essentially.
Does that have any effect on anything else going on?
It does not.
We all breathe a sigh of relief.
It's not trying to strangle you.
It's
At this point,
nothing more than a minion.
The dwarf wizard in the back lets out a loud scream of frustration and says, "Damn it, Etrian. These fools have broken my concentration. I cannot increase the size of the eruption at this point. They fucked it up. We have to leave now. It's unstable. We must go." So the dwarf gestures at the crystal orb, and the crystal orb turns a brilliant white. You can't even see the hairline fractures anymore, but you hear loud cracks coming from it, and the intensity of the repulsion actually throws everybody backwards. So you guys are all tossed up against the wall here and knocked prone, while Aelin is knocked over here, and the body goes boo. And the women are knocked against the wall with the ropes, kind of choking them a little bit.
B&T has a very serious question of the DM. Which skull? It's 3 people attached together, right?
Which skull? It's 3 people. Half orc.
The half-orc skull.
Yeah. Didn't want any jealousy, you know. Didn't want pretty boys.
Okay, so
So the concussive force basically knocks everybody prone to the ground, and the intensity of the repulsions picks up again, and you find that you can't even get up or move at this point. The wizard, the dwarf wizard, turns away and he just gestures with his hands, and a blue liquid-like portal basically forms in front of him that he just steps into and vanishes. Etrian turns and looks at, you know, the scene kind of before him, and at the center of the room, the fire is escalating, and it starts to expand and explode out further and further, and you realize that it's definitely going to be moving towards you at this point. Etrian turns to Aelin, and he looks at him. I mean, you can still see him from your place on the ground. And he looks at Aelin, and he looks a little saddened. And he says, "I love you, brother." And he pulls a statue from underneath his cloak and tosses it towards Aelin on the ground. The statue, when it lands and hits the ground in front of Aelin, forms a purple bubble that around just Aelin. And Etrian turns to Aelin and says, "Don't look for me. This is your only chance. Don't come looking for me. It's over. Get out of New Yorkshire. Get out of the Unity provinces." Etrian turns to you and he says, "Fucking die in a fire, bitch." Mother and father should have never had you. And now they won't.
oh my god, this guy is really hates me.
Etrian turns away and he steps into the portal and vanishes, and the purple orb in the back of the room also vanishes. Aelin is laying on the ground. You can kind of see from where he's at. The pulse that knocked him into the wall appears to have broken something, because he can't get up, he can't stand up. And he looks over at you and the rest of the group, and he says, "I love you, my dear sister." And he takes the statue and he chucks it at you, which forms the purple bubble around you. Because of your strong affinity to magic, you're actually able to quickly expand the purple energy bubble to surround your group. And now
Including
you have...
Aelin?
No. And now you have a split-second decision. You think that you might be able to expand the the purple aura, but you would only be able to expand it to either Aelin or the noblewomen, not both.
You know damn well you're gonna save your brother.
I know why he did this.
Why?
Because it's your first time in D&D.
And there's no way I can do both.
You know you're only strong enough to be able to save one. Well, one or six.
Did Aelin throw that to me thinking, was he giving up?
He was saving you.
Needs of the few outweigh the needs of the one.
Save your brother.
The needs of the many outweigh the needs of the
Those
few.
women have lost their babies. They don't want to live anyway.
Oh dear, but he's my brother.
Exactly. Save your brother.
There's this poor 6 women.
Oh my god.
What did they ever do for you?
The women
Wow.
who shop and have kids as their only profession.
He's my brother. I have to save my brother.
And you're choosing to save your brother?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now he's gonna do something douchey, and it's gonna kill both of them.
Alright, so you focus the energy onto the statue to help expand it even further and start moving the purple bubble towards Aelin as well. And you can see him on the ground. He's in a great deal of pain, and he looks at you and he says, "Please don't, sister. Save the others. Remember, there are people.
It's too late. You already. If you were powerful enough to just go, no, it's too late.
You will have one more opportunity
Oh,
to change your mind if you want to. Aelin regards you and says, "Find him and destroy him. I love you, sister."
save your brother.
If you wish to remain with your choice, you have the option to remain with your choice. It is your call.
He's the heir presumptive, and he wants me to save the noble women and survive to kill our evil brother.
You'll
It's
still
your
survive
choice.
to kill your evil brother.
And besides, it's not, I mean, he still might not die.
It's your choice.
Pretty sure it's gonna die.
I'm gonna save the women because that's what my brother wants.
What a pussy.
You can't take this decision back. I'm letting you know that, okay?
And don't let her skew your judgment. We have no idea if the brother's going to live or not.
Pretty sure he's going to die.
We don't know.
You just killed your brother.
Or
Do you feel good about that? Do you feel
Final
good?
decision.
When you go home and you tell
do you
your
save the women?
I'm gonna do
I
what
killed my brother.
said.
I
You
killed
save
my
the
brother.
women.
Yeah.
Alright. So as you had began to move the purple bubble towards Aelin, his words really definitely hit home to you, and you realize that you have to save your people instead. What kind of noble princess would you really be for your family if you didn't save the women? So you honor your brother's wishes, and you move the portal to engulf the 6 women that are cowering against the wall at this point. The center of the room continues to expand with the fire, and the fire hits your purple portal at this point, and you see your brother Aelin in the back, kind of inching his way against the wall as hard and as far as he can. And he looks at you through the flames, and he just says, "I love you, dearest sister. Avenge me." The crystal orb cracks and snaps and shatters, and an explosion of white just fills the room and fills your gaze. And all of you fall unconscious, and the session ends.
What?
To be continued.
Well, I didn't sign up for that. I thought we were going to have some sort of resolution.
Well, we will. Eventually.
Cliffhanger.
Cliffhanger.
Well, quite frankly, I'm exhausted.
What?
What? Actually, that's my brother. I'm Void Forever. This is my brother. He is the
He
DM.
didn't do the cliffhanger, I did the cliffhanger.
I didn't do the cliffhanger.
It's completely all me.
Yeah, they're probably all mad too,
I'm
because
sure
they've been
they
sitting
are.
here all this time going, something's going to
You know,
happen.
you
Well,
know
just
whose
have to-
fault this is? This is television's fault for doing this to me for years.
What's up, life? How you doing, dude? So,
people actually watch the whole thing.
yeah,
Yeah, a couple people
actually. There's 18 people in here right now. The number's been moving up and down, but yeah, there's 18 people right now.
That's amazing.
You've
So-
completed your first D&D session.
Yep.
Yay!
So, tell the stream.
Tell everybody.
People.
Talk to the people.
This is the internet.
I know. I
These
don't know what
These
these
are
are.
your
Sons. You're related to them.
I know, but
So, how was your
Did you have a
first
nice
D&D
time?
session?
I did. I had a very nice time playing D&D. And I liked my character.
Yeah, I liked your character too.
I enjoyed being a lion.
Maybe I'm a lion. Should have been playing that song in the
Should've
background.
been, yeah.
Oh, here.
She's got her lion earrings that she made specifically. My mom makes these, so she is a bead
Did you
weaver.
hear what they said? They said you're number 1 in D&D right now.
There you go. Number 1 out of 3. Oh wow!
Out of 3 channels.
Out of 3 channels.
Suck it, 2 other channels.
No, don't say that.
Get on my level.
They said you did great, Mama Void.
Thank you all for watching.
All right, boys and girls. I'm not entirely sure if I'm going to play Dirty Bomb or not, but I am gonna end the stream for right now so we can tear stuff down. If you guys want to hang out and chat, please do so. If not, I'm not going to feel bad. And like I said, I may or may not play Dirty Bomb for a couple of hours before I go to bed. What time is it?
It's 2.
It's 2. Yeah. So, yeah, if you guys want to hang out the channel, that's cool. I'm going to shut the stream down, though, because I've been having those weird issues, and I'm going to reboot the stream machine.
I've got to go home and take my pills.
I will chat at you guys in the chat as well, so
No, but it was that
thank you,
long.
everyone.
When did we start?
Thanks, everybody.
We appreciate it. We will continue this. It probably will be a little while because my brother's got some places, like going
Yeah,
on
it'll probably
vacation.
be 3 weeks, 2 or 3 weeks.
2 or 3 weeks.
Yeah, something like that.
But we will continue this, and I've changed the way that I record the video, so all of this will go up on YouTube, and I have not lost any of it.
He thinks.
I think. We'll make sure. So, thank you guys. I might be back later tonight. I'll chat at you guys in the chat. So, talk to you guys later.